Guys, my name is Amit Kaur and I am from Central University of Allahabad. Today I am going to teach you about Python. So I am going to tell you before the history of Python. The history of Python, the foundation of the Python has been started in the year of 1989, and the founder of the Python has been Rauden van Saun. Which has been created it at the CWI, which is Centrum means Kunde Informatica. Which is a National Research Institute at the Netherlands. And we can see that ABC is a programming language which is the predecessor of the Python, and ABC is basically used in Amoeba operating system, which is a capability of the exception handling. And there are one other language which can be said as the predecessor of Python language. First one is ABC and the other one is Modula 3. These are basically two languages which can be said as the predecessor of Python language. So basically this is a brief history of the Python language. Now my next topic is what is Python. So Python is basically a programming language. Programming language means we directly cannot interact with computer, as we all know that. So we have to write the instructions in a programming language so that computer can understand. So what is Python? Python is basically an object-oriented, dynamic, multi-purpose language. And Python was created by Rauden van Saun, as I have told you earlier. And Python as free open source, and anybody can download it from the www.python.org/downloads. And as I have told you, Python is open source, so the source code of Python is also available on this URL. And Python is interpreted. So interpreted means the code of the Python files is executed line by line, rather than the whole file. After writing the whole file, and the complete file will be compiled and then executed. So Python is interpreted, so it is a very fast language. And now my next topic is Python features. Basically there are lot of features which has been provided by Python. What I am going to tell you some of them. First feature is easy to use. Python has the same syntax as the other object-oriented language, and it is very easy to use, and it is programmer friendly. And the second one feature is it is extensive. Extensive means code can be compiled with C, C++ and used with Python. And the third one, expressive. Python has an syntax and expressive, so anybody can read it and understand it easily. And the other one feature is GUI programming. We can use the Python to make the GUI programming, and we can make the GUI applications also. And the next feature is Python is cross-platform, so we can use it on Linux, Windows as well as on Mac. Python is object-oriented, as I have told you earlier. Object-oriented means it support all the features of object-oriented language, such as inheritance object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, data hiding, and class and objects. And the other feature is interpreted. Interpreted basically means the code of Python programs executed line by line rather than the compiling the whole file and then executed and then getting the result. It makes the it faster. We can just type the command and press enter and then the result, we will get the result as much as fast possible. Now my next topic is the applications of Python. Basically, Python has lot of applications in various areas. But I am going to tell you some of them. Python applications. First application is console based programs. Console based applications means that we are generally install in our systems and we just generally using as like a PLC, Notepad and all many software. These all are console based applications. So there are many applications that have been developed in Python. For example, I am going to tell you IPython, which is a console based application that is totally developed in Python. And the second feature is audio or video based. Python has a capability to develop applications that can run audio or video based applications that has ability to play audio as well as video. There are various applications that has been developed in Python to play audio and video, and so for example there is Team Player and the other one is Cplay. These are two applications which I have told you which are totally developed in Python, and these applications have the capability of playing audio as well as video. The third application is web applications. Python can be used to develop the web applications also. Web based applications. There are various applications which has been developed in Python. For example, Python wiki engines, this is the application which are totally developed in using the Python command and Python programs, which has the capability of learning online. We can just access this by putting the URL in Google Address Bar. And the other applications is robotics. We can use the Python to develop robots. Just for example, iRobots has used the Python to develop the chemical robots. And the other applications is networking. Python can be also used in developing networking based applications. As we all know, networking is a very broad area, so Python can be used in networking also. Now my next topic is uses of Python in companies. So there are various companies which are using the Python. Just for example, uses of Python in companies. First, Google search engines and YouTube search engines, and there are many more content-based video retrieval search engines uses the Python in the operations of searching and indexing the content of video, and operations of Google and YouTube search engines. And the second uses of BitTorrent. Uses Python to write the peer-to-peer settings. Peer-to-peer settings. And the third, iRobots. Uses a Python to develop chemical robots. And the other one was like companies HP and IBM, Dell. All are these companies that use the Python for hardware testing. IBM, Cisco, and HP, etc. are companies uses Python for their hardware testing. Uses Python for hardware testing. And the other one is NASA and other many organizations. And other organizations uses Python for their scientific use. Now we come to how to write and where to write and edit the Python programs. So first we have writing and the executing Python programs. We have to install the Python interpreter. So how to install Python? For installing the Python, first we have to download it by this URL .python.org/downloads. We can simply download it by the given URL, and when we download it we will get an exe file. So for installing it we will double click on the exe files and Python interpreter will be installed. And after the installing Python, now the point come to my mind how to execute the Python programs. So for executing the Python programs, basically there are two modes. One mode, how to execute Python programs. We can edit and write and run Python programs basically by two ways. First way, by using command prompts. Command prompts, as we all know that we can just open the command prompt by just typing the command cmd at search box, and there will be command prompt will be opens. And the other one is using an IDE. IDE means basically integrated development environment. Integrated development environment means it gives you the environment fully integrated command where you can edit, run or write new programs at a same place. It also gives you, there are lot of many features just for editing and finding the errors easily. There are many IDE which can be used to write the Python programs. First, I would like to tell you how to execute the Python programs and edit and run by using command prompts. So before executing the Python programs and editing the Python programs by using command prompt, first we have to set the path. Path means where the Python has been installed. We have to tell our systems where has Python has been installed for executing the Python programs. So now how to set Python path. So for setting the Python path, we have just to right click on my computer, then properties, then environment variable, then click on new. Now we have to give to the values of two. First we have to give the values of variable name, and the other one is we have to give the value of variable name. First we will give the value of variable name as path, and now the name of variable will be path, and now we have to give the value of variables, which is basically the path where Python has been installed. Generally we have installed the Python in C drive, so we can just copy the path of address bar, path of Python from address bar just for as like C drive and Python. Here 27 represent the version of Python 2.7. Now after pressing the on OK command, path has been set for permanent. Now we can execute the Python programs and edit and run. So for executing the Python programs, there are basically two modes. First is interactive modes, in which we have just interact with the Python interpreter, and we just write the command and pressing the enter, we will just get out the output. And the other one is script mode. Script mode. In script mode we have to get a new file and we just put our code on the file and we save it .py extension, and then we execute it by Python interpreter. So first I would like to tell you how to we execute the Python commands in inactive mode.